Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Spectrum Drama, where we take a look at the hottest posts on Spectrum for the week and give our opinions on them. So before we get started, there's just a couple of announcements. So the competition for the awesome Ursa Fortuna has now ended. So we will be announcing the winner at the weekend. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And also, for the entirety of the month of May, we are part of a new initiative called the Hope Squadron, which is a campaign to raise money for St Jude Play Live. It is an awesome charity aimed at fighting cancer in children. It's very important, and it will mean a huge amount to us if you'd be willing to donate anything you can, basically. St Jude's is a hospital in North America. It is not only a North American charity, St Jude Hospital, which is in Memphis, Tennessee, provides services to children around the world, and is directly responsible for researching and developing many sort of treatments, groundbreaking treatments. So it's a very important place. So all you need to do to help out is go down into the details section, and you will find a link there to donate. Anything you can give is amazing. So we really appreciate that. We are working alongside a large number of Star Citizen YouTubers and streamers. So just a few. We've got Bad News Baron, we've got Grey Headed Gamer, there's Twerk17. There's a lot of people involved in this, so it's going to be a huge affair. We will also hopefully be taking part in a multi-stream with all of these awesome guys and girls on the 18th of May. So keep that in your diaries, because that will be a fun one. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the announcements. So yeah, don't forget to go down to that description and give us your money. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so first up, we've got a post from Brocco Lee, and we've had Brocco Lee before, so he's a good poster. I mean, I've had broccoli many times. How about you?
Occasionally, I guess.
So stupid. Anyway, so it says basic stuff still not working. See you in 3.6. And basically, this really is a post. I think we're all thinking it in a way. There's still quite a lot of things fundamentally broken, and they're things which we use almost all the time. Things like the star map, which is is a little bit clunky and sometimes can be very difficult to kind of navigate around. There's things like the MFDs in ships, which now they've given new functionality for the flight model, actually makes kind of looking around your zooming into your displays and stuff like that a little bit more difficult. There's a lot of different things in this post. I recommend reading the whole thing, but I think the gist of it is there's still too much broken in 3.5, and broccoli's off. What do you think? I mean, 3.5 is not that bad, is it? Yes,
it is that bad. As you'll find out in our 3.5 update review that's coming soon. Everything that he's got in this post is correct. There's a lot of broken features going on in 3.5 at the moment. Like the star map. He even shows, he's got a screenshot of an Around the Verse episode where they sort of showcased some concept for the new star map, and it looks a million times better than what we've got right now.
Yeah, and like it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like he says, the inner thought that the whole inner thought system at the moment is passable, I guess, but a lot of games have done it better. I'm sure CIG can come up with something a bit more intuitive, I guess. MFDs and the ships, they're always been tricky. They need work. They've always need work. Low visibility on HUDs is another bad issue. He does kind of go into the whole quantum travel taking 10 minutes to get from one side of the system to the other, and basically causes it a loading screen.
Well, it's the prettiest loading screen I've ever seen. Yeah,
it is. I mean, I kind of get where he's going with it, but we know there's going to be more mechanics coming into quantum travel that's going to sort of break up that 10-minute flight time, but we just haven't got it yet.
Yeah. I mean, there's there's a lot here, a lot to unpack. There was one thing actually which he brought up, which is it's fortuitous timing. The low visibility contrast HUDs. Now, keep your eyes peeled for our rundown, should I say, of BritainCon, because one of the longest conversations I think was about that subject. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like they said anything groundbreaking, but that is very much at the forefront of their minds, is trying to make some form of contrasted HUD that works. So that is one thing that we know they're working on. But yeah, it is just that little bit too broken to be proud of this patch. And obviously, like you said, we'll go into more detail on that in our 3.5 breakdown. But yeah, I have to agree with him. It's just not really good enough. And I'm a little bit scared to see what happens when 3.6 comes out now.
The crazy thing is they've just started a free fly event, so you're going to have loads of new players coming into the universe, and with all these bugs going on, it's not going to look good. No,
and all of the like the MFDs, the map, all of the UI stuff is a little bit maybe a little bit broken, or its worst version so far. And you're going to be introducing new people to that, which is a little bit scary in a way. But I mean, to be perfectly honest, I think most people, they'll be a bit like us. They'll come on and they'll go, well, this is a bit janky. But then they'll see this game for what it is and think, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
it's awesome. So, yeah. Cool. So next up, we've got a post from Kurzik. And it says, reminder to CIG, enhance ship modularity, 65 million stretch goal. So this is a $65 million stretch goal as a reminder for CIG, who seems to be moving in the direction of hull locking ships. So you'll need to buy a new ship for every role you want to perform. So I think just for my peace of mind, treat me like I'm stupid. What is this 65 million stretch goal then? What's this all about?
So basically what they were saying was going to happen. So like, say you're a freelancer, for example. There will be, the original idea was there was going to be one freelancer, but you could switch out the middle part.
Yeah.
So if you were going into combat, you could put the miss module in, so you'd have loads of missiles. And then if you're going to go exploring, you could take out that miss one and put in the section and go exploring. Right. But now I don't really know how that would work with the big chunky one you've got, actually, because it's a completely different model.
Yeah, it's just a rework.
Yeah, that was the original idea, was that you could pick a ship you like and then tailor it to your needs.
Yeah.
But that's not happening so much now, and a few people are really salty about it.
It does seem weird to... I mean, people are quoting stuff here which is years old, but it still holds up, because they say things like, modularity is where they want to be. That's where they want to be. They want all the ships to be modular, and they want every single ship you see to be tailored for you. That was their kind of starting point anyway, and they've kind of just slowly veered away from that, to the point now where I think they've realised, should I say, that they can just make a hell of a lot more money with variants than they can with people just buying one ship and changing it,
Yeah, there is that.
That's the problem.
The other, see, I'm not sure. I think deep down they're going to still aim for the modularity. Probably not every ship. I think it's going to be, a small selection. If you look at the blurb for, I can't remember is it the Endeavour, the massive MISC research ship? It still talks about modules and different sections. So I think they're still going to sort of aim for it, but it might be a smaller sort of number of ships that has it. But I think this is going to be a couple of years further in the future. I mean, they're still trying to nail down everything else. I think modularity is probably on the massive back burner for them.
Yeah, I suppose they've got ships that work, and there's no point perhaps breaking them anymore, you know what I mean, to try and make modularity work. I mean, I can see like things like the Constellation and other things like that having their little kind of bolt-in modules that, you know, changes their gameplay.
Yeah.
And I hope that does become more prevalent in the bigger ships. But yeah, I think it is definitely, it's not off the cards. I just think that, you know, like Kurzik says, it's a reminder that, you know, this is what we want. And this is what, I mean, if you look at every YouTuber out there that's doing videos and look at all their comments, it's what people want. They want to see that modularity in ships. So, yeah, let's make it happen, CRG. Okay, so next up we've got a post from GameWiz, and it says, Ship Canopy Glare. For the love of all that is good and decent in this world, please get rid of Canopy Glare. I can't agree more. I remember getting back into my freelancer. I can't remember if it was like after 3.5 or if it was when the PTU come out or whenever it was. And I remember sitting down, and the minute I took off, I went, what the hell? And I literally couldn't see out of my windscreen. What the hell is that all about? Why have you scratched up my windscreen, and why have you given it so much glare? It's very annoying. Do you have the same problem in any of your ships now?
Not so much, no. The Avenger's actually still pretty good. And the Reliant is fairly alright, actually. The one thing I've noticed it most in is turrets.
Yeah. Yeah.
The glare on that is so horrific, you can't see anything.
No, they're unusable with that glare.
Yeah.
There's a picture, if you scroll down a little bit in the comments of this one, there's a picture of an arrow, and he's obviously timed it well. I mean, obviously that's going to be a rare sight, but it isn't that rare. And I mean, that's literally like you've just been in a crash and, you know, all of your screens are just smashed. And it's just ridiculous. I mean, how they think that anyone would let their ship get in that kind of a state. It should be an option, you know what I mean? It should be like a wear and tear thing, and then you take it into ArcCorp or somewhere and you go, shine your windows, and, you know, up they go. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that arrow definitely didn't pass the MOT.
Definitely not. It's just like some dude's, he's literally just flying with his radar going, well, cross your fingers. It's just crazy. So, yeah, I mean, it's like when you see these people on, like, you know, stupid YouTube videos where they've smashed their windscreen up, so they're like hanging out the side, like trying to look where to go. I can just picture him just like with his helmet on, just hanging out the side of his ship, trying to fly. Oh dear. Yeah,
it's really bad. I mean, the scratches, you know, that they would look kind of cool, but it's a bit extreme. They need to dial that back a lot, and that glare needs to go down by about 80%, I guess, just to be able to see properly. It's ridiculous.
Cool. So last up, we've got a post from Noise, and it says, for those who don't like the coloured armours, and then there is the most awesome picture. It is just awful.
Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a level 5 character in WoW.
Yes. Yeah, it's like, I've just picked up armour from anywhere I can get it.
Yeah, basically.
That is brilliant.
It's like shocking. A clown.
It really is. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking when they brought out these kind of like pastel-y, plasticky colours. It's just, it's weird. It's like Tomy My First Armour Set. You know what I mean? It's something you pick up at Toys R Us. No, it is a bit daft. I mean, fair enough. There are people out there who they just want to stand out. And that's cool. Get yourself a bright purple or a bright yellow armour set. But they could at least still make it look a bit more armoury rather than literally, it looks like you've taken it off a kid's toy and strapped it to yourself, you know. Weird. Okay, so that's it for this week. We hope you've liked the posts that we've shared with you. If you did, drop that in the comments section down below. Don't forget that we'll be announcing the winner of our competition for the Ursa rover this weekend. And definitely don't forget to check out our live streams in aid of St. Jude Play Live with the Hope Squadron. And definitely give us your money, because every penny counts towards this awesome charity. So thanks very much for watching, and we will see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.